Hey there, it's Steve from Serious Keto, and in this video, we're going to make some cauliflower hummus. Cauliflower is probably one of the 2 or 3 most commonly utilized vegetables on the ketogenic diet. You see it in pizza crusts, you see it in like faux mashed potatoes. In fact, I've got a recipe for that, which I'll link to right up here. Anyhow, I got the idea the other day, could I make hummus out of it? So I did. Start with a medium head of cauliflower, which we will break into florets. Then we'll add this to a large enough pot that we don't have to worry about a boil over. We'll cover this with water. And then we're going to add some salt, a generous 3-finger pinch or about a teaspoon. We'll bring this to a boil for about 10 minutes or until it's fork tender. You see, it's just falling right off the fork here when I stab into it. Then we'll take this to the sink and strain it. Now you'll notice I'm using a salad spinner instead of a colander. You'll see why in a moment. While the cauliflower cools, I'm going to prep my other ingredients, starting with the zest from 1/2 of a lemon. You'll notice that I'm using my microplane upside down here. That's a little trick that I've learned. Keeps things very nice, self-contained, tidy, no mess. Set that aside. And then we're going to get the juice from 1/2 of a lemon. We'll use the half that we microplaned. Put that in my juicer and set that aside. Then I have 1 clove of garlic. That's about 1 teaspoon if you're using already minced. But I'm going to mince my own. And put this in a small little bowl here, which I will then set aside. Next, it wouldn't be hummus without tahini. We're going to use 3/4 of a cup or 180 ml. And I'm using a variable measuring cup, which is great for anything that's sticky or gooey or nut buttery. I'll put the cauliflower basket into the salad spinner, and you'll see that even though we let this drain for a while, we're still going to get a decent amount of liquid out of this. The reason that we do this is to keep our hummus fairly thick. We don't want it to be watery and runny. There, you can see the extra water we got out of it. Then I'll put my drained cauliflower into a large food processor. I'll add the tahini. And as I said, with this variable measuring cup, look at how tidy this is. Very nice. Then we'll add in our garlic, our lemon zest, and a few grinds of salt and pepper. Pop on the lid, and then we're going to process this for between 30 seconds to a minute, or however long it takes for some of those bigger chunks of cauliflower to get sucked down into the blade vortex. Then we'll pop off the lid, scrape down the sides, juice our lemon, add the lemon juice, pop the lid back on, and process for a solid 2 to 3 minutes. That's about how long it will take for this to get super duper smooth and creamy. And this is what I'm talking about right here. Look at that. It's almost like ice cream. We'll transfer this to a serving bowl. And then I bang it on the counter a few times just to flatten it out. Then off to the fridge for about an hour. All right, we've had this in the fridge for about an hour to let it set up a little bit. Now to add a little extra color and flavor, you could top this with any number of things. You could use an olive tapenade, would probably be pretty tasty, maybe some pesto. We're gonna go simple though, and just use some smoked paprika and extra virgin olive oil. In terms of serving, you could use any sort of dippable vegetable, like cucumber slices or celery, or I'm sure bell peppers would be really good. Or you can use your keto-friendly cracker of choice. And I'll link to one of those right up here as well. I actually have a new low-carb cracker recipe that I'm working on, and if I feel that it's good enough by next week, that'll be next Friday's video. Give this a little scoop. That is insanely light and creamy. You know, normally when you have hummus made out of chickpeas, it's kind of heavy. This is not heavy at all. It's borderline fluffy. Now, if you don't like cauliflower, this isn't going to change your impression of cauliflower. But if you do like cauliflower, and I do, this is a delicious new dip. As always, I will have a link to the printable recipe along with all the macros down in the description below. And over here, I'm going to put a couple of videos. How about those mashed cauliflower faux potatoes right up here? And until my new cracker is done, we'll put my old favorite cracker right down there. But before you click on either of those, make sure you hit the like button, tap that subscribe button, and then hit the bell to turn on all notifications. That way you don't miss any of my videos. Thanks for watching.